Eric Mandel, the Iranians are already saying that they're planning to rebuild their nuclear program. And I also want to draw attention to some comments by President Trump earlier when he said China is now free to go ahead and buy Iranian oil. So are we just going back to how we were before? Is President Trump not undermining his own success in Iran this week?
So this 12-day war is the end of the beginning. And the next phase is going to be that maybe a different version of a war between the wars. And again, I think both Ariel and Yaakov talked about, will Israel in the post-October 7th reality not allow egregious actions to go without response? Obviously, Iran is a much bigger deal than Hezbollah 10-4 that Israel ignored pre-October 7th. But there are many things that Israel really has ignored, and it really has to look differently. Will Iran cheat? 100%. Will they try to resupply its proxies? Yes. Will it try to reconstitute its nuclear program? Yes. Will it increase its repression of people? Yes. And again, the president, yesterday was talking about, regime change, today not regime change. So I take his comments basically really related to actions, but I don't look at the individual comments that the president makes.
You're looking at the overall strategy because, isn't this exactly what Trump's predecessor, President Biden, used to be accused of, handing the enemy a ceasefire and not really getting much in return? We know that the Iranian regime is at its weakest point in decades, thanks to the actions of the IDF. Why hand them this win at this stage?
Well, you're right. We shouldn't hand them this win. You need tangible reciprocity of things that they are not going to do, basically. And basically to say that the Chinese can now buy discounted Iranian oil, where China is America's #1 adversary in the world, makes no sense unless the president is looking to quiet economic markets and take a win that he's saying that the stock market has gone up and oil prices have gone down. Iran should remain an international pariah until proven otherwise, which is not going to happen as long as this regime remains in place. And basically, if we offer any sanctions relief, and I consider this in the way sanctions relief, if you're saying I'm encouraging China to purchase this discounted Iranian oil, that is looked at as a weakness. It's basically appeasement, and it cannot be this way. And I think hopefully that the people around the president who know this better, the Marco Rubios of the world, can basically tell the president, you still have to remain tough on Iran and not look the other way. This is, just as I said, the end of the beginning of the next phase.
Eric Mandel, always a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you very much indeed for joining us with your analysis.
My pleasure.